Oh, yellow, everybody. Caboose did a big ass pee-pee. What a good guy. All right, let's polish this shit off, huh? Yeah, he unleashed pretty much immediately. He's sucking his dick back there. Until our battle earlier, hadn't called upon darkness in some time. In truth, I find light a better fit these days. Ever since you left, we've been roaming the void in search of individuals who'd join our cause. Although we returned to the Red Moon after sensing Enoa's presence, rarely do we linger in a single location. However, if the interloper you spoke of does intend to seek me out, it might be wise to return to my domain. Why don't you join us? With Enoa defeated, the source should be in no imminent danger. Good. We'll wait for you by the crater. Do you think they'll regret doing Exdeath and Kefka the way they did? So for all the belovedness of the way that Kefka is incredibly one note. He is like absurdly simple as a character. Exdeath is similarly like just evil. Golbez has way more going on. Teleporter situated between here and the center. I used it to travel to the surface in days long past, so I seldom had need once my generals were in place. Igiorim herself crafted the device that I may lay low as the servant of light. Wow. That was a long time ago, man. That was... You know, Igiorim lives on as a piece of my buddy Estinian now. He absorbed her. Ironic that we now use it, seeking to restore light to the void. Forgive my idle reminiscences. Tis time we made our descent. That was La Habrea? No. La Habrea, hold on. La Habrea and Igiorim melded together, right? Then Thornton ate them with the Nidhogg eye. Then Estinian became Nidhogg and then later destroyed the eye. Wait, Igiorim and Orosite? Which one am I thinking of? We bladed her with the Orosite? I thought she also got sucked into the thing. They split? Oh, wow. Fuck it. She dead. She dead as fuck. She been dead for years, man. She been dead since 2015. Wow, we're back here? Crazy. Hey, it looks less outrageously fucked than the last time we were here. Interesting. I guess they have made a little bit of progress. Though it's not always so, many who live here now have chosen to do so because they support the cause. Indeed, if our numbers grow, we may require more territory. Thankfully, we are able to harness the residual aether from Barbaricia's domain. Those reserves will enable me to expand mine as the need arises. Right, we had best prepare for a potential guest. Join me in my abode when you're ready. Hey, bro. How you doing, man? That must be Golbez. I'd gladly consume his aether if I stood the slightest chance of being not gobbled up. I would love to fix up the void, dude. Love it. Waited an eternity for Zeromus to save the world, but my faith was misplaced. In the end, it was Zero who brought us hope. She's the reason I keep coming back here. Aww. You can't even talk. You're just kind of floating. Leave him be. Alright, man. Zero's amazing. Truly, Golbez is equal in every sense. You're a doll. Well, you know, it's funny because the graphics are like moderately improved. It's still a PS3 game at heart, but like just running this under super sampling and with the like the new lighting, like it makes all the difference in the world. I guess Golbez is technically a voice. Many in the domain who still fear me, I shall remain here to avoid needless provocation. I beat you up 1,000,000 years ago when I was level 17. Bitch. Ever since she brought you to this domain, our numbers have swelled. We grow tired of conflict. I'd be tired of conflict too if I just kept absorbing people. All together a point. Man, Iggy or him fucked this up so bad. She fucked it up, man. Golbez is even stronger than Barbaricia was. Thought it best to keep out of his way. That said, Farfello tells me Golbez isn't so frightening these days. Maybe he absorbed the will of someone less terrifying? What stopped the 13th from complete collapse? They massively overdid it with the darkness before the source had a calamity ready, so now it's just like objectively ruined. Well, I have made a complete recovery after the ignominy of starving to death. Maybe my fellow Voidsid can be trusted. That was their first attempt, and they absolutely botched it. They botched it so bad that when Emmett Selk describes the plan to rejoin, the new plan was to rejoin 12 out of 14. Sorry, 13 out of 14. They just gave up on the last bit. Hey, man. No longer will I partake in the beings of Aether, not even if I shrivel and starve. Well, that's very kind of you, buddy. Good for you. Yeah, the Void is such a problem, not even the Astians could deal with it. I could see a Void expansion coming down the pipe. Not next time. Not Evercold. Maybe the one after, or the one after that. I feel like the Void expansion would be like the last one of the new saga, you know? Because it needs to have time to be essentially put back together into like a expansionable state. Imagine you remember these. Transmitters we used to receive light from the first. Memory served, they work by channeling excess aether left in the wake of the flood into the tower. Using the tower's cross-rift travel capabilities, light is then conveyed into the 13th and into these devices. I have a mind to use them now, but they'll need to be set in an elevated location. Your assistance would be appreciated. You haven't turned them on yet?! What have you been doing?! I thought you would have had these things going the whole time! You didn't even turn it on! She doesn't leave them on the whole time? Why not? She should. This was her job. This was the job that we left her to do. People will attack them? Good. Leave them on. Give me a call. I'll do it.
Upon activation, these transmitters will shine with light from beyond, sent courtesy of our ever-watchful friends. They will serve as beacons in the dark for those that would seek me out.
All right, let's beat him up. I can do it. You can do it. We're tough. Let's pop it. That's not what I thought was going to happen. Oh. Hey, dude.
I did not expect to see you here.
Not any mortal. I'm the one who kicked your ass like 2 hours ago.
I am Zero, and this is my domain. 'Tis a safe haven for those who abhor conflict. Among those gathered here, many aspire to restore this world to how it once was.
Such a thing is possible.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. It seems hard, but okay.
Indeed. Though how long the endeavor will take, I cannot say. But for those of us abandoned by death itself, what do we have but time to try, and try again?
You know, it'd be a great hero moment. Like, you know, the
This latest proof your comrade spoke true. However,
you know, big dramatic moment is having Zero come in with a bunch of void sent to help us out. Oh no, we're being attacked by monsters. Oh no, wait, the monsters aren't with us. Yo. You really should leave this on. I'm just letting you know. It would seem Ulysses' intervention has helped forge a new bond. Thank you for bringing word to me. That's what Alec did. Alec didn't make besties with the monsters before they opened up that fucking portal, okay? Winning hearts and minds is kind of a big deal. It would seem Ulysses' interventions has helped form a new bond. Thank you for bringing word to me. Gather you'll be heading home sooner than later. Yeah, I'm good. Let's return to the Red Moon. I'm sure you won't begrudge me a proper farewell.
Would you deliver a message to Ulysses for me? Tell him that we're making progress towards rebuilding our home. And I hope that he is too.
Enuo's Memoria will be safe here.
Can I have it?
The crystal containing Zeromus has been passed on to our allies in the First.
Oh, cool.
If Enuo's Memoria might serve them in restoring their world, we shall likewise consider its transfer.
That will come back up.
How much simpler it would be to aid one another in our respective fights, were it not for these boundaries.
Oh, I delivered it?
us.
Sorry, that was a long time ago.
Safe travels, my friend. We take comfort in the knowledge that you're out there fighting too, wherever you may be.
Okay, bye. bet they're wondering what the fuck just happened.
No luck, I'm afraid. It appears he's not in Mare Lamentorum.
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk out of a fucking hole, dude. Gosh darn it. Hey guys! What's up?
Wait. Is that?
What up? What hanging? Yeah. Hey, how's it hanging? Yo. Yeah, Graha smelled our balls from a distance. Hey, bud.
God, you had us worried. You suddenly disappeared. We didn't know what to think.
Oh, did I just disappear in a flash of light? Yeah, that happens.
Shortly after you vanished, the Void-sent incursion abruptly ended.
That makes sense.
We surmised you had a hand in that, but never did it cross our minds that you were fighting alongside Zero and Golbez.
But it was in the trailer.
This golden path you said you traversed wasn't visible to us either.
What about you? Not even Y'shtola.
Nor did we hear a voice. Ethos. Might this be the key's true name?
Oh, it looks like I scuffed it a little bit. That's unfortunate.
While many mysteries remain, for now, I am glad to learn the state of affairs in the 13th. Golbez's suspicion that the barrier twixt worlds has begun to weaken. 'Twould certainly explain the surge in fissures manifesting in the source.
Yet what could be behind such a phenomenon?
All right, Hal. Hit us with the explanation. Ah, there you are, bitch. Ah, I see you.
And who might you be? Not a Void-sent, I'd wager.
Greetings.
Oh, yeah.
I am Helmarut of the Asians.
Yeah, let's just skip every step. Like that.
We are your sworn foes, I know. But on this occasion, will you not put away your arms?
Huh. That's a cool trick.
I wish only to talk.
The idea that evil page is a woman who can keep plants alive is the funniest thing that could be possible.
Thank you for affording me a chance.
Bereft of the Unsundered, we were under the impression you and yours no longer had cause to continue your activities. That you should reveal yourself at this juncture. I assume you are the one who bestowed Calyx with the knowledge of summoning and the reflections.
Yes, that is correct.
We're just doing this, huh?
Was it necessary to reveal my present form as well?
Why not?
Calyx. So he succeeded in transferring his memories after all.
Does Thancred know what's happening even? Maybe not. He wasn't there.
Be at ease.
Even were I to occupy a combat-oriented vessel, I would not have the ability to defeat you.
Yeah, not even close, bro.
You destroyed my plan, my life's work. I have naught to replace it, nor will I ever regain what I once had.
I mean, that's really too bad, Calyx.
If you wish to speak, Halmarut, will you not tell us what it is that you hope to accomplish?
As you know, our star Aetheris was sundered into 4 and 10 shards in the time of the Ancients.
I do know that, thank you.
As the will of the star, Hydaelyn perpetuated this unnatural division for millennia.
Oh, they're pretty close.
And in the wake of her passing, nature has begun to reassert itself.
Yeah, called it. Big
As
called
a
it.
wound knits itself
Big
together,
called
the star
it.
seeks to become whole once
Big
more.
called it. Yeah.
Yes, it seeks to rejoin with all of its shards.
A fanfest called it, dog.
Unlike the one we Ascians attempted to orchestrate, however, the star's rejoining will afford mankind no special treatment. All life and matter will be condensed into a single whole and remade for a new beginning. A complete rebirth. Aetheris will return to the way it once was. Hundreds of millions of years past. To a quiet and peaceful time. Long before the light of mankind was kindled.
Fuck!
Supposing for a moment we believe you, how can you possibly know all this?
It is an inevitability that I have foreseen since time immemorial. A future that awaits should creation be freed from the influence of Hydaelyn and Zodiark. The star is tolerant to life. It holds no grudges, and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered. Yet by the same token, it is indifferent to life's survival. No amount of devastation and death can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning. The earth shakes, and mountains spew fire. Floods wash away the fruits of labor, and icy winds freeze and starve. Countless perish as nature runs its course. So many seeds of life have already been lost. Yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come. But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice, when all creation is reunited. When that day comes, every last trace of mankind shall be erased. I cherish man's journey. Despite losing his innocence and being made to live with suffering, he has forged ever onward. Strong, even as he is weak, his is a proud tale in the history of the star. It would be a shame for that tale to end. For all to wither and die, when some might yet survive. Would you not agree?
Oriange.
If a natural rejoining doth lead unto the solstice, then thine intent is to preemptively rejoin the worlds.
Correct. It was for this very purpose that Halmarut recruited suitable collaborators from the Reflections.
Uh-huh.
Individuals like me, who would willingly doom another world in order to fulfill their aspirations.
That's stupid, Calyx! Fuck you!
The Winterers, we are called. And if you and yours seek to protect all life, then sooner or later you shall have to contend with us.
If you're so smart, how come I beat up Necron, bitch?
Even if everything you claim is true, what you've done, Calyx, it's unforgivable.
I do not ask that you be pragmatic, nor do I seek your approval. Given your familiarity with other reflections, 'tis only natural that you are averse to our methods. But there is one irrefutable fact that you must understand. Should we take no action at all, the solstice will come, and no one will be left alive. No one.
Yeah, that's what Emmett said. And I made him look stupid. Real stupid.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit.
Huh.
Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
Hey! Don't you compare me to that stupid bitch!
But wait!
He was a psycho! There you are. One moment you were standing before me, and the next you vanished in the thin air. Thanks to you all, the Void Sen have been eradicated and the gate lies sealed. Nary a peep from the crater. Pat, your character's also explicitly a battle lunatic. When I beat up Xeno, I didn't pick, oh yeah, now we're gonna have a fight. I picked, I'm sick of you, man. Drybright says, given that we're in the process of fixing the 1st and 13th, leaving 6 reflections, it feels like they've made it too obvious how they plan on resolving this. Balancing 3 elemental shards, 3 astral, 3 umbral, and we'll start with ice and evercold. Hope the solution is more interesting than that. I mean... there was also a long-term solution to the Ascians, which was... kill Ascians. And that was fairly straightforward. Hey, is that guy an Ascian? Get him! Beat his legs! Beat his legs with a crystal! Though I can't help but notice none of you seem to share my enthusiasm. Something wrong? Star seeks to become whole. That's preposterous. As far as I'm aware, Heidelin made no mention of a natural rejoining. I ought to consult the records to be certain. But not before thanking you for dispatching the Void Sen. You well and truly saved the day. The 7.55 MSQ is going to have a final quest name that isn't the name of the patch? Huh. The implications of the solstice and winter's schemes. Oh, they always do that? Well, too old. As well as our approach moving forward. Will take time to consider. To that end, I believe we should gather and speak in person. And by we, I mean the Scions. For a change of pace, why don't we convene at the Rising Stones? Fine idea. No doubt we could use some respite after Garlemald. No objections? To the Rising Stones, bro. 'Tis settled to the Rising Stones. What is that symbol? What is that symbol? Cosmic exploration? Oh, right. I forgot. We have someone to talk to. Hey, Argos. Cool dog. Man, those brands didn't last at all, did they? Look at that full inventory, bro. I gotta fix that. Hey, what's up, the Watcher? How you doing, bro? I was told of your encounter with Halmerit. I confess I have no knowledge of this natural rejoining, nor do I know whether Hydaelyn was aware of such a phenomenon. Regardless, it was her unshakable faith in mankind that led her to entrust the future to you. That faith was not misplaced, was it? I just hit things, bro. I just hit stuff. Goat. Very interesting to come back here. Very interesting. I wonder if Harry Boulder and Colton are here. No, they must be out and about. Let's do it. Nary things changed since we last gathered here. No doubt Tataru is chiefly responsible for the prevailing state of tidiness. Speaking of whom, she and a great many of our comrades are en route. Let's wait for them a while longer. Come on, Hoary Boulder, come on!
Long it hath been since last we gathered here.
A little bit, man. A couple of years, right?
Though our order's dissolution was indeed in name only. Thereafter, we did largely operate independent of one another. All of which is to say, full glad am I to stand in such esteemed company.
I love you, buddy.
More.
Love you.
Apologies for our delay.
Yo, that's my man! The whole B team! And Minfilia's mom!
We're reporting for duty, as bid.
This is everyone that we could round up on short notice. The others are still en route. Estinian alone we weren't able to make contact with, but we're working on it.
Oh, he's probably practicing his drop kicks.
No doubt his link pearl is buried at the bottom of his bag.
Knowing him, he'll turn up when we least expect it.
Now, as much as I'd like to savor our reunion, Tataru tells us there have been developments. Will you apprise us of the details?
So we might have caused the planet to blow up. Ha 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 ha.
The Winterers and the Solstice.
The veracity of Halmarut's claims remains unclear.
Oh no, they're legit. They're super legit.
Yet it cannot be denied that, in his bid to convert the living into endless, Calyx was privy to knowledge of the reflections and more.
And the Winterers are formed of others, like him.
In light of the recent Void Scent incursions, I believe it would be wise to treat the Solstice as a genuine threat. The problem is how to deal with it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to math this shit out, dog.
Both the source and the reflections are home to irreplaceable life. I would protect them all if I could. But if doing so means ushering in complete annihilation, then what can we possibly do?
Riange and Ystola will figure it out.
I wonder, was Hydaelyn aware of the solstice?
Probably. Probably.
Given that we had no knowledge of it when you journeyed to Elpis, you couldn't have warned Venar. So it is entirely possible she was unaware. But in the course of sustaining the Sundered Star, she may have glimpsed.
I think the idea that she
eventuality.
didn't know this could happen is ridiculous.
So she believed that we could overcome this trial as well. Or rather, that the choice was ours.
Like, if
to
she
make.
was actively keeping the shards apart.
Whatever it may be, it is
Right?
we who must find the answer. We who live in the here and now.
Can't we just go talk to her in the Ethereal Sea?
Perhaps we could take a recess? Oh, I dare say everyone could
Just go
use a
ask her
rest.
some questions.
Indeed. We have ample food for thought, and it would be good to catch each other up.
Ere I forget.
Oh, we made her in a
Huron,
jet fuel. I
believe
forgot.
you should keep the key, Ethos, in your possession. After all, it seems that is one mystery I am not destined to unravel.
All right. Oh, I can talk to everybody. Hell yeah. Hori, what's up, dog? Colton and I have remained in Corvos to monitor the situation among the Garleans and the Corvosi. Though seldom smooth sailing, in the time the region settled, we were able to return. I understand the Garlean community has made great strides in improving relations with other peoples. Hearing that, I feel renewed zeal for resolving the issues in Corvos. Perhaps you'd like to hear more about the Garleans' accomplishments from me and the twins. Might stoke the fire even hotter. I helped repel the Void Scent in Lapis Manalis, fighting off fiend-controlled Galatae. Something I won't rush to relive, but it was nonetheless good training. The latest development is indeed a shock, but I'm heartened to see not a single face clouded with despair. Don't suppose your adventures have taken you to Corvos. While it still bears the scars of war, it's beautiful and well worth a visit. This feels like when Emmett Soak was like, "You haven't even seen the city of gold or underneath the ocean," and you know, remember that shit where he was like, "This is what you're gonna do, bitch." It's like, Corvos is so nice. Seems our colleagues have much to catch each other up on. I have to brew some tea. It was by no means an easy decision, but as the solstice is now our paramount concern, Alice and I have opted to formally withdraw from our efforts in Garlemald. After all, anything we can do to protect the world will also serve to keep the Garleans safe. Ulyss and his comrades are already working towards a brighter future of their own accord. Honestly, more worried about us. It's so difficult to see the path ahead. But hopefully we can get through this and return to Garlemald with our heads held high one day. Indeed, in the meantime, let's prepare a letter for Ulyss and the community. Mustn't let despair stay our hand. Don't worry about me. I'm sure you got plenty to discuss with all these old faces. Hardly had time to catch up with Mom and Dad back in Charlene. Hope we don't take umbrage at so brief a visit. I don't know why I said it like that. After Riange and I went off on our own, we decided to spend some time exploring Dawntrail. Never had a chance to visit during the Rite of Succession. We journeyed east through Lozanita before heading up the coast to the frigid northern reaches, where they revere a storied beast of the sea. The excursion only served to reinforce how diverse Tyrell really is. We also met with the Wallachie. Oh, really? Though we had not had time to study their arts at length, we were privy to several intriguing demonstrations. Would that we could have indulged our curiosity farther and traveled to yet more distant lands. For better or worse, pragmatism tempered our wanderlust. Suffice it to say, we still have plenty to see of the continent. Should very much like to return, given the chance. It'd be nice to go to FF14 Canada. That would make me really happy. Tataru's... Wait, are the Wallachie in FF14 Canada? Are Blue Mages from FF14 Canada? Huh. They're just in Tyrell. They're not of the northern. They're from far north Dawntrail. Tataru's ever the considerate facilitator. Grateful am I to refrain from weighty discussions and simply converse with old friends. Apparently, the landscape in the far south of Dawntrail is quite unique as well. You can see why Ketternram was so enamored with the vastness of it all. Judging by your guise, Clements, your studies must have been productive. Indeed, I've more or less mastered the fundamental principles of Charlayan astrology. At one point, I considered other healing arts, but decided to persevere with more focused training to better leverage my skills on the battlefield. Don't think I'd be much of use on a battlefield these days. I can scarcely hold my bow steady, let alone hit a target. So sorely bereft of brotherly ministrations as I am. Oh yeah, this bitch just fucks on the boulder super hard, by the way. She's crazy for that boulder dick. She's crazy for it. I knew you still required constant supervision. I can't believe they're still running that shit from fucking ARR. Two haven't changed in the slightest. Makes me wonder how our colleagues that couldn't help join us today are faring. Seeing two siblings together made me think of my sisters and half-sisters. All 12 of us actually had the opportunity to gather not so long ago. Oh, Aner, I'd hope you come to your senses, but I see you're still in the throes of withdrawal. The brothers are united, yet a distance between them persists. How cruel fate is to force me to choose. Hearing our comrades' tales reminds me of my efforts to master pictomancy. We've all come so far and striven so hard. Even after discussing the revelations concerning Calyx, there's a great deal to share. It is difficult to know where to begin. Anna and I were training in Gridania when Voids had attacked the Twelves Wood. Thankfully, we were able to fend them off with the help of the Twin Adders. When I heard the invasion had already spread across the star, I realized the gravity of the situation and ordered a confidential report sent to the other Scions. That's why Tataru was so quickly apprised. Thanks to you, we were able to make haste for Garlemald. While circumstance and duty may keep us apart, we remain bound by common purpose. Indeed, may that purpose continue to guide us now that we stand together once again. Hadn't seen Hori for some time before today. Hopefully he gets a sense of the progress I've made since we last met. And that's everybody. And Tataru is, of course, the last. Seems everybody has much and more to discuss. Anyway, you're overdue for a proper break. Peace and quiet will help you think. Feel free to make yourself comfortable in Dawn's respite. Looking at the moon again. Looking at the moon again.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit.
Thank you. I'm going to do that.
Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
Yeah, that was stupid. I'm not stupid.
I detest evenings such as this. Too bright, too stimulating. The mind distracted by the inconsequential.
Bro, fuck off.
You needn't be so wary. I merely come to offer information.
Are you standing on a ledge?
Halmarut and I will soon cross the rift to observe the enactment of another Winter's plan. Our destination is the fourth.
Why would he tell
us? A world locked in ice, whose lands are blanketed in thick clouds. In order to survive, man has fled to the skies, using great magics to establish new civilizations.
Why tell me where you're going?
I have my own designs I would see realized. Nothing more. Believe me or don't, as you like. For all I know, you lack the means to follow us anyway. What Halmarut said to you earlier. She suggested that dealing with the reflections might satisfy your ambition. But is that truly so? You have seen battles beyond counting, have defeated even the fear of death. Is there some conclusion that you seek, no matter the cost? I will share with you a truth. We Winterers each have an ambition that we wish to fulfill. To that end, we may share information with one another. but we do not necessarily share the same beliefs.
I see.
Just as you and yours decried my actions, I find those of my fellows objectionable.
Oh, so what you're saying is you're the pussy bitch of the gang.
Be that as it may, it is the culmination of our lives' works that we would bring to the world. Fruits born of undying devotion, daring aspiration, and unwavering ideals. No matter how we are reviled, no matter what we must steal, our actions will be vindicated by those who abide in the future we create.
Nah.
In your benevolence, you may seek to save everything and everyone. But once all is consequently consigned to oblivion, your noble deeds will amount to nothing more than folly. For no living soul shall remain to judge them.
Bitch. Little bitch ass. If shattered stars are doomed to mend, how turns the key to winter's end? We did it. What's Dawn's respite again? Oh, this is where we did all that nerd shit. Remember when we did all that nerd shit? No, that's also the room we did all that technology nonsense to wake up Omega with Nero. Which we shouldn't have done. It's a bad move. Ah, good old Realm Reborn Crystal Tower. Oh. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's my baby. Alright. Nah. Little baby man. Little baby. Little baby. Are you a little baby? Or, hey. Bro. That's too close. It's too close. Look at him. Not a thought in that head. Not a single fucking thought. Caboose, look. Look, there's a dog. Look, do you see it? He does not. He does not see nothing. He's so stupid. You love him? Yeah, dude, he's stupid. I love you. Mwah. Oh, okay. Listen. It's 7:30. I know what that means, okay? I know what it means. It's 7:30, okay? Just give me a minute. Okay? Just give me a minute. Okay. Just give me a minute, all right? Jeez. He is not starving. Oh my goodness. All right, give me. I love you. All right. Fuck. Supplanter 97 kicked in 500 bits. Is there a particular watch order for Evangelion I should follow, or is there anything I should know about Skip? Skip Death and Rebirth. Watch everything else in order. That's it. That's the order. That's it. If you can, find the director's cut episodes of 21, 22, 23, and 24, but it's not the end of the world. They have like 4 minutes extra footage each. That's it. Gus Jenkins sub. Thanks, Gus. Appreciate it. Caboose, stop eating your blanket. He's eating that blanket. Twilight Clara kicked in a sub. I believe you had mentioned before of doing updated new intro guides to FF14. What topics are you thinking of touching on? I'd love to see controller setup on PC and Steam SE stuff for how to play. The second one's not very likely, but the first one is, and the main thing is that will have to wait until Evercold because it will require me to go through and do with the new controls. Monkeyweed sub, thank you. I genuinely, without irony, what? Caboose! Stop eating your blanket! I want 8.0 to have me loading into a random dungeon as a healer, see the tank as a Dark Knight, and go, oh, fuck, this is gonna suck. Because the coin flip as to whether or not I get some dipshit that just kills himself over and over for big deeps. That'd be nice. Hamish McCrae gifted a sub, thank you. Mighty Dodongo subbed, thank you. From Kyle... From Kai Lang. Good. You opened this message. This isn't actually Kai Lang. He's busy tending to what's left of their fat ass. You survived our fight on Ligma. You're not as weak as I thought. But never forget that your best wasn't good enough. Now an entire planet is dying because you lack the strength to win. Legend of Boivin needs to be rewritten. I hope I'm there for the last chapter. It ends with your pooping your pants on stream. Thank you. Ooze14 sub, thank you. Thanks for inviting me. That fight's kind of nostalgic because I joined around Neo X Death after listening to your podcast. Oh, thank you. Thank you for helping. Keith Meister sub says, happy late 40th, by the way. Here's to 40 more. Thank you. Kai9 kicked in the $5 and a second $5. Thank you. I also need to say we didn't get enough opportunities to tell Emmett Selk that he's both wrong and stupid. Like I wish I could rub the deaths of nearly all the ancients in his face more at the end of Shadowbringers. Yeah, fuck him. And goes on to say, like, if there's one thing I don't like about the canon personality of the Warrior of Light is that we're graceful winners. No, I want the option to be a sore winner sometimes. I want to rub all these sympathetic villains in the dirt. I kind of felt that way also. Kyle Jeffries kicked in $5. What about the magic cave in the Azim Steppe? Or should I say Azim Steppe? Location of the Dawn Throne, weird magic upside down triangle. Maybe I've just forgotten lore over time, but it feels more and more important these days. That thing went nowhere. I also have been waiting for something to happen with that thing. The kill yourself cave with the weird technology in it. It was Allegan? We used that to power the burn? Oh, man, I fucking forget so much shit in this game, dude. And that's everybody. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for Kingdom Hearts. Okay, bye-bye. Have a good night. Bye-bye.